in to some AGL. Tonight we've got Vandals as they take on Trident Esports. That's right, the old Malevolent team are coming in here, bringing some action to you. Should be a pretty good game. I'm hoping for some nice shots tonight. Quarterfinals matchup, both these teams had a long road to get here, and now we are looking at some action-packed playthroughs. I'm excited for this. I know there's some good maps around. It's going to be Chalet, Consulate, Nighthaven Labs in that order. All three of those maps they've had that meta change. You know, for a while we dealt with Chalet being super strong in the favor of, actually, I can't say that. It was kind of a 50-50 its whole life. Chalet has always been an amazing map, though. And the way that these guys play it, I know Trident, they lean more into that execute playstyle, that, hold map mentality. And Vandals, I've seen them go guns out, guns blazing a couple of times. So that's the playstyles that we want to be seeing from these guys. Chalet holds true to that style of play. Consulate, it has been a dead even map its whole life. I don't have good things to say. I don't have bad things to say. You don't see that map all too much anymore. Not for a bad reason, though. It just hasn't been a high pick priority for a lot of guys. It's one of the lower ones in the poll, from my belief, at least from what I've seen. Then we finish it up with Nighthaven Labs, that peak, the summit of comp right now. Everybody and their brother wants to play that map. Everybody loves that map. It's been solid. It's been good. It's tried and true to the competitive spirit, designed around just some vertical play, taking all control, and pushing through cleanly. So we're here for some action-packed gameplay. Nighthaven Labs used to be kind of defender-sided, I'd say. I will stand on that hill. It can be defender-sided. A well-executed attack always cleans house, though. With the new ACOG flips, we see a lot more attacker blowouts there. But not to Caster's curse it, because we do have a Rickshaw in the lobby. Not casting with me tonight, he's playing. But this man, every time I see him around, it is just defense, defense, defense wins. Attacks, very, very rare. But let's look at over these map polls. Let me let these guys know I'm ready. Oh, for some reason, it's not showing the right polls. Hold on, guys. Let me just hit the update button. There we go. It's saying bomb defusal? Yeah, well, I mean, it is bomb defusal. Chalet, Consulate, Nighthaven Labs. But right now, we're rocking into Chalet. Let's take a look at the map. Alrighty. Oh, come on, there we go. Had to wait for the old siege to warm up. You know how it is. But the band phase is coming through here. We have Clash and Tuberal going. Now, remember, guys, the third band phase will be up a little bit later. That's what we gotta wait for. Blackbeard and Monty pulled off board, though, by Trident. I mean, that's all the common. That's what these guys ban out. You'll never see a shield on map as long as these guys are here. Except, Trident's the attacking team. That one caught me off guard just a little bit. They do have a shield player once in a while. Not something this team will be key to bring. But when you get on defense, expect more shield bans. Because, my god, that is just how it goes. Starting out, it will be a kitchen-style setup with the vertical up top. And as I was saying about shields, we do see a Rickshaw flip himself over onto the Blitz. And an execute style setup in play already as we see Relic pulling out that Lion DMR. Keegan swapping himself over on a Dokkaebi. Prophet setting up with the Gridlock. And Sonic gonna be Amari rushing. The Amari rush could be something that catches him off guard. We still see defenders setting up site. They're not fully prepped yet. And if this attack kicks off before they're even set, could get wicked and wild fast. Sonic, ooh, getting bomb diffuser? Are they prepping? Are they thinking it's gonna be an upstairs play? I think they might. Grenade out from Relic. This is a... Ooh. I want to say it was a ballsy throw there. because of where everyone's positioned at, where the playstyle is. Ariksha now setting up with that shield, getting his rush ready. Sonic prepping to come up hatch. He's got Keegan down there with him. We're expecting a hot execute fast here. Moving up into sight, we have Icy playing shotgun close on hatch. If Sonic doesn't know, then that will be an instant pick for the favor of Vandals. However, as the line scan comes out, flashes are coming up. Chan will get a pick there onto Keegan. We have Ariksha trying to go in. Icy will go down. Sonically dropped. We see Darkheart finding some kills going to Relic. There's just trades all over the boards. Prophet still out on Repel, and Relic now has sight control. Everyone else for this defense is upstairs. And they've got to push themselves now through Prophets, who is just holding down and locking down the angles to fry from. Grim Bees are a little bit useful here, but they don't have any on board. That Lion Scan is the ping out from Relic, at least giving some info for his teammate. And right now, this defense, they don't have to do anything. They can just chill upstairs and keep playing a little bit bored, a little bit slow. But Relic through the floor there, taking a ton of damage off Chan. Still managing to stay upright. And as Prophets whips the track stingers over now for Chan, expect an execute and push towards him. They've got to do something to clear some space. They are pretty much out of time at this point. I mean, there is a minute left, but they lost a lot of utility already. They lost all the bodies. Now down on live count, they still have to play against some impacts. And, well, Aquino, who is locking it in right now. And, I mean, Asolis isn't a very well-picked operator, but she is for today. Wickman will, if you want to, DM me on Discord. I know you used to have my stuff. Send me a DM and I'll get you in. This is PC only. A Relic sending out the scan now. Gonna be getting the coverage from Prophets. However, there is a player coming down those back stairs. Trying to stop it, trying to cover. Aquino not able to find the angle. We have Chan trying to move down and get him. Planter is there. Relic is down right after it, though. Now it's down to Prophets in the 1v3. Spraying down, looking for Solus, not able to get it. Chan hitting a 3K to clean the Solus there. Let me just read down Trident attack. That was a pretty good execute there. It just did not work out the way that they intended to. Need to work on my handwriting. I'm sitting here trying to teach myself the analyst side, trying to learn a little bit more about, you know, writing things down, taking notes for rounds. Working on that section of my casting ability right now. And while I'm here, I will go in and post the stream link.
Camera feed up and running. Camera feed up and running. Benchies deployed.
Trying versus Vandals.
Wall 45.
So as round 2 comes underway, we do see it is a hold for that kind of far game side, but the extension up here is what's important. Holding it down, they have a shield playing top, a lot of pressure being held to keep control. But will we see a good execute through here from Trident? I mean, they're a execute heavy team. They play into that gameplay style quite often. But are they actually going to be able to win these gunfights now? We see some kills across the board. I mean, they got 2 of them between Sonic and Relic. But, I mean, when you have Chan who's just dropping a 3K on your head, first round saying, I'm Himothy, here, hold this? I don't know, man. May not put you in the best mental right off the bat. But Keegan following a drone in, the Ash trying to get active as the first walkthrough. He does have Icy who's pinned out into that 45 hole. Ariksha, I believe, is covering. Aquino swinging around upstairs. He does have Relic up there on him. And Icy may be pinned in here to this 45 due to a guy out on Repel. Him being droned now, giving Keegan the calm. Here comes the swinging Ash. Will find some damage onto Valkyrie. Prophet's getting a pick there onto Chan. That's the now top fragger dead. And Keegan moving up with a pistol in hand. Tries to take him. Instead, a little bit overly aggressive there. Taking down Prophets with a refrag for his teammate. Good swing, taking him down. 3v4 situation. 5 is still up, Dark Heart's up, and Aquino's up. I mean, these three should be able to clutch it out. You do lose Keegan, though, first for that side of Trident. The typical tried and true frag power that they bring. He's one of the main guns up for this team. Now, we're just hoping to see Relic and Sonically tied in together. Prophet's one of the newer additions to this team, replacing Panday off the old roster. He's been, so far, an ace for his team. I mean, the transition period for these guys were pretty much flawless in adding him in. Now, walking up as the reward gates come out to lock off Blue, we see Prophets moving forward. However, you still have Dark Heart playing down below. 5 still up in Library, impacting one of them, trying to find some shots. We'll take Relic down through it, a cheeky angle out of Library. And now here comes Prophets. He's kind of pinned in. He's got people all around him. He doesn't know whether he needs to be worried about his Library or worried about his stairs. With Rickshaw now watching Library to help him out, this should be an easy swing for the Trident team to try and swing. But Aquino making the rotate around, playing it wild, coming up Fireplace stairs, has the back angle, but the live pings are there for him because of these cameras. 13 seconds in this round, the fourth man has spawned in for the defenders. Sonic going down, the timer going wild. We see a pick there, and Vandals clean it up easily. Couple of picks up for Library, just denying play style and denying time. Right now, Vandals going off. I mean, not a bad start to the game for them. Round 3 puts us into Master Bedroom Office. Now,
attackers need to locate
what you need to watch for this
bomb.
upstairs hold is, unlike everything you just played, you know, where you could extend, for this up here, the most extension you're going to get is keeping control of that Library side. Now, I mean, Library is a good hold if you have somewhere easy to fall off to. But with not having anywhere to fall off to, playing up here, you can cut them off from main window. It's a good execute style from an attacking team if they want to pull it. They just got to make sure that they can. Siege comes down to a game of tug of war. Can you pinch and pull and drag everybody that you want to in the direction you want? Man, I'm feeling rusty at casting right now. I'm not used to this. Scoreboard's going up for Aquino, who is 3-0. 5 is 2-0. I guess between them, they're 5-0. Bad joke, I know. The Mira is going to be a key element of this defense. I'm surprised she wasn't banned off. However, I don't mind the Clash ban. The Hooper out ban is a big play. Gives you the ability to at least pull through walls, you know, without worry. These attackers, right now, relying pretty heavily on some droning. That is something that I believe, as we were talking with the teams beforehand, they said they have struggled with a little bit since then. As Prophets tends to play more of the lurk gameplay style. Something where he puts himself in a position to hide, watch, and just play it through. He's not quite as into the guns up or drone up that we've seen out of Panday in the past. But that's not to stop him much, because you always need someone to cover those flanks. And Aquino is going to make proof of that soon. He is down and dining. He's got the backstab play if he wants it. He just has to wait for the timing to be in his favor. And with this playstyle that we see out of Trident right now, I mean, there's a lot of time being burned. And they are more or less just waiting and trying to find something to do here. Icy will take a ton of damage, though. Prophets finding Chan. Dropping one down. We still have Aquino downstairs who gets a kill on the Relic. However, Keegan is right there to shut him down. Keegan, the primary fragger that we've been waiting to see heat up for a little bit. Dark Heart will go down. It's a long angle from outside. I believe that may have been a Rickshaw who found him, or Prophets. How a Rickshaw is going in. Prophets still holding the angle. Icy getting the kill onto Keegan, dropping the Ash off board. Back up to a 3v3 as they get the res on the Dark Heart. And we do see one of the Trident players go down. What kind of angles we gonna cover here today? 5 trying to swing for this guy on the bathroom window, but the angle's a little bit too tight. There is a player on main window, and a Rickshaw gonna be going for the plant now. Nothing they can really do to deny it, except for Icy, who has that C4 in hand. But player's gonna get on anyway. Sonically finding one, but Icy and Dark Heart locking it in for themselves. A Rickshaw down to the 1v2. Not able to hit it as Icy pulls himself a 3K, and there's a diffuser. Hitting the 3 rounds of rotation, going in Vandal's favor. Now all they have to do is just run it back again. Get a flawless half. Don't let Trident feel comfortable. Keep the pressure up, and we could see a long night here. Again, it's a BO3. If you take the first 2 maps, the next 2 don't or the next one doesn't matter. Ugh. Last set of bands coming in, we see the Valkyrie and the Dokkaebi go. Now, that plays into the idea that you hate Intel. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I do too. If you're, an Intel-based operator, you're one of the strongest in the game right now. It's like rolling a dice, except, maybe give you some loaded dice. Something that you say, hey, this die has a +3 no matter what it lands on. That's what Intel gives you on a player. If you're able to swing him, giving yourself that net positive, hopefully a probable good swing, you just become unstoppable. And it will all come down to, well, how good's your gun skill? As Vandals have been showing, the gun skill, so far, on point. But I'm not taking nothing away. We see Trident do good, Prophet's right now rocking in at 3-3. The rest of his team needs to maybe put a couple more kills in their favor to even this matchup. That last round was a close one. It's just they fell apart after the post plant. Something that you hate to see. And with Castle up on board, I mean, pretty much can set the tone to play this map however you want. Siege is all about pace setting, how you want to play it, how you want to pull map control. A Castle, he plays the same way a Two-Brow will. I can slow you down, I can put you at my tempo, the way I want you to play. It gives you those noise cues as well, at least the Castle does. I mean, the Two-Brow, you have to have a noise cue just to deploy them. But I'm kind of liking what I see off of Risha here. Setting up now for the windows out here from on bathroom balcony. In hand with a sledgehammer, Relic is playing up above, trying to hold the angle, gonna find the window, but nobody is in there with enough balls to just swing it. We do have Icy playing down below the doggy door or the barbecue door, C4 in hand. Down in West Main is Darkheart, the one-man roam that has honestly worked out very well in Vandal's favor in these last 3 rounds. They've had that back pressure they've needed. They can swing around the map as however they want. But as Sight is down in kitchen, they got to execute the top floor first. Wall coming open right there on Aquino. That's going to be the top Mez wall. Sonic is in position to try and play forward. And here come the drones now for Aquino. Firebolt's in. Icy's ready. C4 coming out. Hurts his own man, but not enough to kill him. Doesn't even touch a rickshaw, and they're just spraying back and forth. Aquino extremely low after that engagement. Still able to keep himself up. Chan, though, he has got to get cleared out of this piano side. The way he's set up the play, grenades coming in, nothing able to find him yet. Looks like there are some swing attempts, not there. Sonic able to find Aquino. The shield now gone. 5 getting Sonic. And it's just long angle after long angle. Will Prophet swing up, or will he continue hiding back? And it looks like just as he swings, we see 5 go forward. Prophet's even going to say, hey, that was a good shot. And I mean, you got to give it to him. That was a terrific shot. Relic trying to move himself now to Sight. A rickshaw going in on a wild swing after Keegan got fried by Chan. Relic walks right into one. Now, ooh, we see Relic left in the 1v. But Vandals now pulling themselves up 4-0. And there are no more deathless guys. I thought for sure we were going to see one. But now everybody's at least taken 1 death. Round 5 is what's going to pique my interest here. Will you see Malevolent, or Trident call that timeout? Will they stop, give themselves a minute? Or are we just going to be, continuing to push forward? There's a lot on the line here. It is quarterfinals. I mean, it's not quite semis, it's not quite grand. But you still got to take the timeouts when needed. You still got to stop and think a little bit about what we're going to play next. And right now, they might just be in the mentality of, hey, it's map 1, it's a warm-up. We still have 2 more maps after this. I'm liking the defensive play that we've seen so far out of Vandals. However, I will say it has played into the cookie cutter mold of what you will see most teams doing here. But they've got the opportunity to flip the script, and right now it looks like they will be. It is a bar hold, but they've got the extension set up to try and maybe play the office. Oh my god, it is. An office extension up over for a bar hold is just a new strat. I mean, I've seen it a couple times. We've seen it in other regions a little bit here and there. First time I've seen this in an NA tournament. It leaves that upstairs just a little bit exposed. Not into a bad way, though. Just maybe not into the most healthy. And Sonic play knows repels. Where's everybody else at? Excuse me. Live ping's coming out now. Looks like Relic may be trying to make himself a playthrough basement here. Try and extend out and push around their ability to take some map control. However, Darkheart is chilling down here blue hallway. As he's moving forward, he's got Relic just standing right on the other side of the wall of him. And I don't think Relic knows to watch his back, but he hears the shuffling of Darkheart. They're now set up for one another. And Relic just taking that pixel round right through. Keegan moving up forward. Finds Icy. Sprays him down. Eats a little bit of a shotgun to the chest, but not enough to kill. As they start to make this pull forward, Aquino is still back in trophy. Finds a free pick there onto the Zofia. And now she's going to be covering this hatch. But Keegan sprinting up trophy stairs after her. He wants to find this kill. We do have Sonic who's setting up for office play a little bit. Ariksha laying some damage out on the 5. Prophet's covering across. Aquino has a very, very good position, though. Because where he's at, all these attackers have to linchpin around him. A miss spray towards Keegan, and they pick up for Prophets. Slamming him down. We see, for one of the first times in a while this game, Trident does have live count. However, they only have a minute left. Ariksha going down. However, he is traded out. As we do see Sonically pick up 5. Ariksha going to say, nice shot. Chan looking for a long angle, but that SMG is not that good at an angle like that against the DMR. The pixel angle prevails. We see Sonically picking that one up for Trident's first round. Now, the playstyle so far from Trident, I mean, they're playing a little bit slower than usual. They're not winning quite as many gunfights as I'm used to. However, I'm not hating what we're seeing. You know, it's still decent gameplay. They're just not winning every gunfight.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And with the current style, now we see an upstairs second floor hold. Things may sway drastically in the favor of Vandals if they manage to pull a 5-1 split. What kind of setup are we bringing here now? We do see the extension room from Aquino. Mira still left on board. An absolute thorn in the side. I'm really, really surprised that she's still being played. I can't even lie to you one bit about that. Having a Mira on, you know, this late into rounds that have been so far very one-sided, makes you wonder what Trident were thinking with their bans. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a good Valkyrie ban. I like the Two-Brow ban. The Clash ban, though, for a team that hates shields, I kind of understand. I'm just not going to agree with it right now when you leave the Mira up instead. Dark trying to play that library Mez side hold. And he will be found immediately by Sonic, who's just going to let that 416 DMR run. Now, Sonic, the king of DMRs himself, it only took him a couple rounds till he decided to bring his back out. And now, with that twitch in there, we see a Mira window is out of game. Ariksha trying to drone out. They have cams now onto Chan. Chan going down to Relic, who swings him off the balcony of bathroom. And Aquino still just downstairs, West Main chilling. But Keegan, he is roamer hunting. He's got Prophets there as well. Nobody is scanned out and ready to be tracked, though, by the Deimos. This is where you hope to see just a little bit more utility usage, more drones up. And they just don't have them, which is giving Keegan the free walk around blue side. Relic is up to a 2K. Aquino just walking up. Has blue side control. Has players all around him. 5 has got to hold out a little bit longer in sight by himself. And there's a free one for Aquino. Almost a free 2, but a Riksha hits the pixel shot. Just so close and so far. Drone's now coming in. DMR out for 5. He has the ability, I mean, enough firepower to maybe clutch this one up. It's only like a 2 or 3 tap to the body. Diffuser is planted. He's going to spray himself into the door. Not finding any damage with it. And we see this back pressure coming up from Solar Side. It's Profits on his own late game rotation, but sonically right there meeting this guy at the door. DMR in hand saying, you might be able to spray at me, but I'm going to spray right back to you. Shots landing all around. And we see Trident pick up their second round this game. Whew. The Blackbeard and the Kaid are gone. Following that up, I'm going to expect probably a Blitz. Or a Monty. Blitz will be the next ban, as we know Trident hates shields. The double electricity ban, though, from Vandals means that they're going to be playing heavily in for wall. And with that, we see Mute coming out from a Riksha. I almost expected a Tuberal, though, from maybe Sonically. Instead, he's bringing out the other goated DMR, playing as the Aruni. She is blacklisted right now on LAN, if anybody does not know or intends to join a LAN event soon. Because there's a glitch with her doors where they just kill you randomly across the map. The more you know. This game, I think, chat, is going to be a barn burner. The Blitz coming out now from Icy. There's that shield ban I was talking about. You know, we're going to see him probably abused for the next couple of rounds. And then as soon as that third wave hits, he's going to go. Playing downstairs, we see Profits. Trying to maybe lock down that west main, maybe kind of kitchen area, dining area. Truthfully, this is a spot we tend to see a Riksha play in quite often. It puts him more into that passive flex role like we know he plays. Gives you the ability, if you want to get wild and swing, you can. However, you can also just play down here, buy yourself a ton of time, save the team a ton of time. The slug shotty in hand makes long angles a thing of ease. And let's see what this attack has coming. Is we have a Grim on board, a Capital on board. The setup and execution ops are there. Not to mention the Nomad, the lockup behind. Icy up on that Blitz. They gotta do something there to make sure that they're able to clear out and in. But Profits with a first C4 there will go Aquino. And that's a stellar pick. You get rid of the Capital. Darkheart now tagged up with Icy. They're gonna be trying to clear below. Straight into the Profits then. And of course, you're going to have the live pings coming from the drone, from your own teammates on 45. Both teams now know what is going on. They've got the word. They've got the knowledge. Keegan maybe has to make this aggressive play out here, though. As we see Icy walking up the hallway. A free pick if you swing it down main. I mean, his back is directly to him. And Keeg can hear somebody walking. However, this Nomad, she is in position to maybe deny it. And there will go the Blitz as Keegan finds a pick from up above. Flashbangs coming out. The top Mez pressure could be there. However, Sonic is holding, making sure Darkheart can't come sprinting up the stairs after his teammate. Trying to flash above. Darkheart ends up hitting himself. 5 now holding, trying to make sure that nobody can rotate around to kill his team. They have that top Mez control. Keegan getting sprayed up by Chan just a little bit. And Keegan, he's for the most part in a suicide hold. Pulls up a double kill, hits a 3K as he finds it down on the Chan. Once the 4K is 5 is out on this top Mez hold. Sprays down him, but sonically to shut it down in a flawless Trident defense. I mean, that right there, some good siege. And Vandal's going to be using their first time out. I mean, I don't know, you know, what really you expect from that. That was some good gunshots. Trident turning it into a masterclass, and it all kind of pinned around how Keegan played that top mezzanine hold. Keeping his life up there, making sure nobody could clear him out, and honestly putting a massive damper on all their planting and positioning plans. One of the few flawless rounds you're ever going to see a Siege, chat. The only thing, I think, rarer than a flawless is an ace. A flawless ace is unheard of. Well, the Vandals now coming off their timeout. Statistically, the Caster's Curse will rain out. Statistically. Again, statistics? You win these.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
But, as we know, Caster's Curse do exist. It used to always give us, you know, the numbers of, I think it was 70 or 80% of rounds after a timeout will go to the side that took the timeout. But we did see a major shakeup with that. I believe it was around the Boston SI time, maybe even earlier, in which most teams now, if the timeout's called by the other guys, it doesn't benefit as much.
10 seconds to
You
insertion.
tend to see these timeouts now just kind of work both ways. Both teams using them how they should.
5 seconds remaining.
Saying, hey, here's what I seen sloppy in that last round. Here's what we got to improve on. It goes from let's just pat ourselves on the back to let's improve even after we know that we can win them. And, I mean, as a former player, whenever you make the enemy team call a timeout after winning a couple rounds straight, in this case 3, it's one of the best feelings ever. Especially, I mean, they just came off a flawless round. Keegan started the game a little bit slower, comes out feeling himself that last round, picking up a 3K. And that right there has got to be a big confidence and ego boost whenever you make them call that timeout right after. Set up now, though, for the kitchen side. They have extensions all out and all over the place. Keegan going to be playing up at office. Good hold there for Blue Hallway. And Rick's going to be playing the long blue angle. Prophet's going to be joining Keegan up, trying to play aggressive now for that piano side door. But there is a player outside just chilling rappel. And we see Aquino now stabbing in, taking some pressure on the games room.
Scanning for electronics.
What he does here could be a thing of interest. If he swings in and is able to find himself a good kill or two, well, he did his job. You go in, get some opening picks, you know. He's playing as a sledge. He's one of the main entry operators. He used to be. I mean, nowadays you see him play a more utilitarian role. But that L85 is nothing to slouch and laugh at.
Electronic devices.
2 grenades in hand. That's where the term frag ops comes from. And it was usually the main gunners who carried grenades with them. And as Thermite rips open now that top mezzed office wall, we see the execution. Pretty common stuff, pretty typical, starting to come underway. Aquino making the play downstairs, is able to find Relic, who was in the middle of a rotate around, trying to find himself a backstab flank up blue. Gets shut down for it, taken, eaten alive. Diffuser drop now for 5. We see Aquino find himself another pick as Keegan will go down. Aquino now left at about 1 HP though after a very deadly battle against Prophets. And Sonic, who's still just chilling upstairs. He's got Prophets chilling upstairs with him. Ariksha left down on site all alone as the drones now come in. Wall is open. Sonically gunned down as he goes for an execute. That's the ram up above. And I expect a hard execute forward now from Vandals as they have full life count. Prophets does have some drone work with them. And 5 will be going for the diffuser. Prophets trying everything he can. Now getting a swing out on the Dark Heart. Not enough to shut him down. Ping's coming up behind as Aquino moves forward and in. We do hear Icy up and in, but Aquino finding a 3K now as he shuts Prophets down. Ariksha trying everything he can in an ace to win it. Runs forward straight at 5, gunning him down, pulls the mag out of his gun for some reason and taken out by Chan. I think if he wanted to panic reloaded right after that first gunfight, he may have been able to pull out another kill here. But the panic reload after that first just shut him in his tracks. Vandals pulling round 8 in their favor. And it was a good execute style, a more of a slow-paced, methodical execute, trying to take as much as they could, and they did very good at it.
Defenders protect protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Now, the setup that we're bringing here, a lot of utility on board for Farhold. But what mainly solidifies the style of play is how you decide to lock down that blue hallway. If they set it up right and they play it real smart, they may be able to walk away with something. Oh man, I'm starting to feel a little bit sick to my stomach here. We'll hold this one out as long as we can. I don't know how long it's actually going to go on though. Hoping to at least see the end of the game. Those two teams are pretty good. Both of them are doing some great things. I can't do it. We'll get to the end of this round, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I can do it in the game. Prophet's trying to get himself a roam down in basement. Comes up West Main. He's got the Capitale right there on him. However, as he's running himself in, I don't think he hears it. He's now set up, more worried about where the 2-brow was at. Prophet's standing right there to find the first entry pick for his team, as Aquino will get instantly face blasted. Sonic holding himself a long angle over into Trophy. We do see a 2-stack of Dark Heart and Icy. No, it's not Dark Heart. I believe it was 5 and Dark Heart. Or 5 and Icy as they prep to maybe make a trophy play. Darkheart is up trying to make himself an entry into main lobby. Chan is upstairs attempting to push himself into library. And as the DMR rings out, sonically lays some damage. Here comes Icy though jumping in. 4v4 getting a headshot kill onto Sonic. Live count now in the favor of Vandals. They still have drones up. They still have players absolutely everywhere. And what's interesting about their playstyle right now, Prophet is still just lurking in basement. We have Relic, who's mostly fallen back to sight, and Keegan, who is upstairs trying to find anybody that will swing him. He wants the gunfights. He wants to keep playing that lead frag role like he's been. And the utility from this defense so far is just ever so amazing. Relic moving up to his shield now, top blue stairs. They have the play in mind, at least to hold the double crosser. Keegan watching, waiting, hoping somebody tries to swing him from these can opener holes. So Relic has got to keep himself upright. Keep the blue locked down. However, Icy will get that pick now. Prophet's coming down below. C4 from Ariksha down bottom. Keegan finding 5. 3K for Icy as he finds another one. Ariksha now left into a 1v2. The bear trap hitting one for Darkheart. It's pretty much a 1v1, except Darkheart will be able to revive himself. That slowness, though, that hurts a game plan. With 15 seconds on execute, you know it's going to be a hatch drop. And here it comes. As Icy will go down now. Trying to hit the main normal plant. Ariksha going to swing in, find him. 1 second left as Ariksha drops off. And a clutch up from Trident. Yeah, that's all the work I can do, guys. I'm horribly sorry. I feel horrible. I can't cast the rest of this one. I am sicker than a dog. I'll see you later. I'll keep you guys informed about the game scores. Just DM me if you're interested.